It's funny because I'm gonna talk about one of the people that you had mentioned to me, and the reason you brought me this client was because they unfortunately got because they unfortunately didn't talk to you first, and they got themselves. Can you talk a little bit about a common scenario? What happens when somebody doesn't know and they get into an unfortunate situation? What are some common mistakes that you see people make before they talk to you?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's a great question, Sanjay. So a lot of times what happens is that people maybe they get a good tip from a family member or a friend that's tried something and it seems to be working out well for them. And maybe they're told about an investment to put money, hard-earned retirement money, pull out money and invest it in X or Y or Z. And we typically find that those things never work out the way that we think they will. And so what happens is that there really is a lack of good vetting out of an investment opportunity. There's a lack of trying to understand what can go wrong. And, it's always good to look at it from that standpoint. It's not what's going to go right, but what can go wrong. And then how do I fix it if it does go wrong? And so we have a situation with a client that I recently referred to you where a family member, and unfortunately, that's now a very strained relationship. But the family member meant well and said, hey, listen, you got to invest some money with these individuals because they've got something going on and you're going to do well. And so I typically find that people, not understanding enough about the type of investments that they're going to get into.
I'm going to give you a personal example and embarrass myself. I actually am guilty of this as well, even though I consider myself relatively sophisticated. A friend of mine mentioned, hey, have you heard of Robinhood? And have you heard about, Dogecoin? And, Elon Musk talk about it. And so what did I do? Opened a Robinhood account and went ahead and invested. Luckily, not much money because I am, at least in that way, blessed to have a partner who will ask questions when she will ask me about, like, why is this? So it was like a $500 investment. And guess what? That thing is it's worthless at this point because I obviously bought at the worst time possible when everyone's talking about it. And I sit there and watch it go down and down. And I'm glad it's not 5,000 or, even a large amount, but it's telling because you're right. People go by someone telling them something and acting on it. Having said that, so, what's a common misconception for what you do? Like in your industry, what are the questions that you have to deal with all the time?
I think one of the most common misconceptions is I'm not a millionaire. I don't really need a financial planner. I don't have that much money, or I'm not really that sophisticated. And so a lot of times they end up going it alone and making investment mistakes. And the reality is that a good financial partner, if you will, can talk to you about all kinds of things like how to invest your 401k at work, right? And that's a lot of times the type of things that we do for our clients is we take an interest in their entire person, right? So your life is more than just your investment in one or two mutual funds. Your life has a lot more moving parts to it. And that's truly what we find that today, good financial planners, financial advisors are bringing that level of service to their clients.